8 weeks since I've had the boat on the water, I guess. Not that long, 7, 6. And today, I'm going to go 12 miles up to this reservoir.
Well, it snowed in spring break. I got 4 inches of snow on my boat. Spring break 2018. I'm at anchor out here in the middle of nowhere. And there's my neighbors. Yep, yesterday, pretty nice day. And now, it's gonna take all day to melt this snow off my motor. So this is an opportunity, seeing as how I'm going to be stuck in my cabin. I'm going to do my best to explain to anybody who is interested, as I've been interested for 20 months. Well, I just got to show you something, because this doesn't happen a whole lot. Now this year, this boat has taken me bear hunting. That's what I cruise around for. Is I don't kill the bear, but this year I've seen 5 bear, and one was a grizzly bear. And I generally don't fish because I don't want the boat smelling like fish when I'm in the area where there's a lot of bear. But I'm bird hunting this trip, and I caught some, I'm going to show you here in a minute, beautiful resource. And these will go in my smokehouse in a couple days. So let me show you this. It is spectacular. All right, hang on. This is gonna, oh, this is something else. Look at this. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Fresh. They won't be frozen before they go in the smokehouse. Yeah, how about that? Golden trout. All right. So back to the bear hunting. As I'm, this is about my 100th day on the water this year. And I'm not I'm not off the boat every day hunting bear, but a lot. And it mainly gets me into the backcountry, and I must have seen 200 elk and deers and sheeps, and just to look at them, not kill anything big. I don't like to pack big animals out of the mountains anymore. Bird hunting is what I do to kill animals, and the smaller the better. So, but you see where I'm anchored right now, during the summer, I like to anchor this close to shore. So if the boat smells like fish, well, I saw 5 bear, and 2 of them were this close to my boat. But I had my boat clean, and I was a little further offshore, so they would have had to swim out to me anyway. But I've had raccoons and I don't know what else come on board in the middle of the night, and a bear is a whole lot different. So that's why I'm showing off my catch of the day, because I didn't fish a whole lot this summer. Well, I'm going bird hunting, so if I do any good, I'll show you some pictures of some birds. All right. Over and out. Bit of a hail falling. I'm in a real safe anchorage. I'm actually have the bow on the shoreline, so I can just enjoy this. Saw it coming about 15 minutes ago. July 27th, but hour of daylight left. Hoo-hoo. It's dry here in the cabin on the back deck. Now, this sure has turned out to be a memorable anchorage. I'm glad I drove up this nutty road. It's in good condition, the road, but boy, it's steep and four-wheel drive. But when I got here, there was a boat ramp. I think I mentioned that. And it's a small lake, but it's a natural high mountain lake. So I've been enjoying it for 5 days. Tomorrow will be 5 days. And I decided to build a fishing rod holder. I've been intending to do it, but I did it the other day so that I can troll with my kayak. It's right there. So while I'm in the cockpit, I can reach around and grab the fishing rod. So today, I trolled for about 10 minutes and hooked a nice sized trout. It was fun. And then I finished this bow. This kayak is made for whitewater. Big rivers. Well, the bow for touring is what I do most of it. It splashes. So I built this, I fiberglassed this spray cover thing right there. So I sort of tested it. I mean, this isn't a very big lake. The waves are like 6 inches, but it's just unpleasant to get splashed in the face. So I need to test that in about 1 foot waves. So fishing was great. This lake was great. Tomorrow I'll haul out and I'm going up the Salmon River about 10 miles and then turn and go up the East Fork of the Salmon up behind the Pioneer Mountains, and then spend a few days. I need to get on the internet again, so as soon as I can get an internet connection tomorrow, I'm gonna camp for a few days. Should still be up high. So tomorrow I'll be pulling out of here. Sure did like it. Been comfortable in the boat. Refrigerator working excellent. It's quiet. It's running right now, but it's quiet. It actually freezes. So my food bill is like next to nothing. Today I cooked beef ribs, some bird that I harvested, and a big pot of beans. So I got food for 5 days. Looks like I cook every 5 days. And so, anyway, be heading down. I must have climbed 2,000 feet. So I'm going to leave kind of early, so there shouldn't be any traffic on this one-lane road. There's pullouts, but yikes. It'd be nice if I don't have to pass anyone. Tomorrow's a Friday, so I'll get on the road around 9 Friday morning. All right, everybody, hang in there, and talk to you later. Over and out. At anchor in a sea of grass and sage. And way in the background, these are maybe the tallest mountains around, over 12,000. Almost 13. It's June 18th, 2019. Snow. Plenty of snow. Anchored in a sea of grass. I kind of like the view. Different than a body of water. Because I'm up, looking down on that valley, and then up to almost 13,000 feet. Now, the reason I'm here, behind me, is another mountain range in which I hiked in this morning quite a ways, and I'm beginning my prospecting. When I tried a little bit with my equipment, learning how to use some of it. So I went up this great canyon for about 3 miles, I'll bet. And I'd like to have gone further, but my legs didn't like that to go much further, so I of course didn't get anywhere near that. And there's one to the right of that that's even higher, just a beautiful dome, granite. But there are meadows back in there and there's a running creek, so I could do some panning with my gold pan. But I'm gonna plan on prospecting now for 3 weeks. 2 weeks at this one area. Then I think I'll return here, because way back there are old gold diggings. I hiked to some old collapsed gold mines. So in about the second week in July or first week, I'll come back here and start out early in the morning and try and get up to those meadows and do some prospecting. That's what I'm doing this summer besides boating. And so this is kind of like work. This is the next 3 weeks is work. Okay, head anchor in a sea of grass. Over and out. Came up to this anchorage up here in the high country 2 days ago, and it is now the summer solstice right now. The sun is as far north as it gets. Yesterday we had snow flurries on and off all day long. About 6 p.m. it started sticking to the ground. And here it is, the summer solstice, June 21st, 2019. I like this anchorage, actually. Probably about 9,000, no, I'm probably about 8,000 feet elevation, and I'm gonna go up the road. The roads didn't stick to the road, but I'm gonna motor up the road about 2 miles, and there's a summit, but I'm not gonna go up the summit, even though I could. But that's where I want to do some prospecting, is up the road a ways. So I'm going to stay up in this anchorage for about 4 more days. Good thing I had, my boat's heated and dry. And I've been working on my dinghy, building a splash guard for the bow, which came out pretty good. Coming along. I'll just toss that on the truck and motor on up. summertime. I don't think it's gonna storm the rest of the week, but we'll wait and see. Of course, I can't get any internet up here, so I don't know what the weather's forecast is. But I'll be my guess that it's just gonna maybe be summer now. All right, over and out. Look at this gusting. It's coming out of Moran Canyon. You know, just this enormous canyon and these rock mountains. But it has been gusting just scary. And I'm back in this.
Maybe it was.
I'm protected, but my gosh. You can hear it. So I'm making a crossing in the morning. You know, the winds should be glassy in the morning. I'm going way over there, past that. I wouldn't do it tonight, but I'm in this wonderful bay. But like I say, it's the wind's being forced down that V for about 12 miles over to, and it's not, you know, however wind works, it's just flying down that Granite Valley. And I've been taking refuge all day long. I see it just kind of quit over there, and then it'll gust up. I'll bet it's hitting 50 knots for like 5-10 minutes. Whew. I can hear it. I hear it now. Another one coming. Okay. Whew. Over and out. Well, this was a great anchorage. July 1st, 2019. I hiked to the top of that beautiful little mountain yesterday night, and look up there right now. There's 8 excuse me, cow elks. They've been there for about a half hour. And it's just turning daylight. And I'm going down hill now. I'm at the top of this pass. No internet. I'm doubtful I'll get internet down there. Possibility. Not down in the bottom of the valley, because I know where that, I've been over there. That's where I'm going, prospecting. But if I'm up a little bit, I might pick up a town about 30 miles away. I'd like to. But the sun's coming up, and these huge mountains. This is just a very rugged mountain range. I mean, rock. I mean, there's forest, but it's not like it would be very hard to walk around. I was on this side last night. Easy but steep. But I went way up there. So, I doubt if it's even 6 a.m., but I think I'll start down the road, and I need power from the solar panels. So here comes the sun. I had to unhook the refrigerator. My low voltage shutoff is 11.7 volts. So that's saving the battery from over discharge. Okay, let those elk not be bothered by me. Okay, happy 4th of July, almost. Over and out. A cow, moose, and a calf. They're swimming. Coming this way, but I don't know why she already saw me. That's a bear right there at this anchorage. I just happened to be looking up there. So on this trip, that's Bear 5. He's right up there on bear number 5. There he goes out of view. Alrighty. Now it's still at Anchorage. It's probably about 8 o'clock. Such a cool place. All right, over and out. There's a wild horse, black, probably a stallion. Right there. Right there, wild stallion. There's a mama chucker with like a dozen little babies. These huge cranes, I thought they were more water, kind of like waterfowl, but they like it up on these mountainsides. Sandhill crane. That's probably a family. 2 adults and 2 yearlings, maybe. Way up on this hillside, away from the lake. Oh, I had the boat tied up right over there yesterday. So and I've been watching this meadow, kinda. I ought to get busy and go take my dinghy and go bear hunting, but I'm on vacation. Now tomorrow is Friday. My pickup, they only give you 3 days at a time to leave the truck before you have to move it to another little spot. And so tomorrow I'm going to motor over. I'll be on the lake 1 week, and then I'm going to motor up to my other lake, and where the shoreline now is open, or it's legal by the Park Service to hike. So I'm going to go ashore and go bear hunting up there for a week. But I was watching this meadow back there, and I wish I felt like hiking up over that ridge, because you can see 1,000 acres or 2,000 acres back there. But it's kind of nice just lounging. Weather's good enough out there. It's blowing, but I think I'll be going with the wind. I think it's blowing from the south, looks like. Okie doke. Just turn the camera on and watch that deer swim across that little pond. Okay, over and out. There's a prairie wolf. Going over the hill. Yeah. A little bit windy. Not a rattlesnake. Here's an antelope. They can run 50 miles an hour. So he's out here on the prairie. Just went through a heck of a winter. November like 9th. There's been some daylight. There is no sunlight. Now, I'm not exceptionally judgmental, just discerning about people. Now, the duck hunter who would get out of his comfy house, or in my case, a boat, where it's heated, the coffee's brewing, but yet the duck hunter, his brain capacity perhaps shrinks, and he climbs out, walks a long way through the mud and the ice to sit alongside a shoreline, hoping some birds will fly by. And this individual, despite all of these discomforts, it blocks out the pain and the dirt and the mud and the flies and the spiders. And this individual who exists in this land seems to enjoy himself. This is the duck hunter. There are many who exhibit these characteristics of the human man, and some women. And some days the birds come in, many days they don't, like today, this weekend. So my toes are cold, my fingertips are cold. I'm going to stay for about one more hour and just relish the ability to stay in the blind. Thanks for watching. Over and out.